I'll be going.
Probably needs to be next week because, anyway. 5 o'clock, I call the Atoka Municipal Golf Authority to order. Ask everyone to rise. We do the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation. Face the flag, salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Would you bow with me, please? Our most gracious Heavenly Father, Lord, we come to you this afternoon, Lord, just lifting up our country from all divisiveness, Lord, just give us peace. Lord, just be with us tonight as we conduct the business of the course and give us the knowledge to do the very best we can. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. Well, welcome to everyone. Thank you for joining us. We have a couple of board members out, but we do have a quorum, so we will continue the meeting. All right, this is the public comment time. This is anything, oh, I guess we should do roll call. Man, I'm in a hurry, aren't I?
Yeah.
Let's back it off a notch and back up to roll call.
Okay, Ms. Thomas. Here. Mr. Burridge. Mr. Henderson. Mr. Armstrong.
Here.
Mr. Kathy.
Here. Because it says right here on the minute, roll call, and I should go down the list in chronological and numerical order, shouldn't I? All right, next item on the agenda. I'd like to recognize Johnny Sandman, our city attorney, and Sean for being here with us to see the public recognition. See, I'm going right down the list. Going right down the list. And Ryan, our IT guy that makes it all happen for us over there. All right, now, public comments. This is anything that's not on the posted agenda. You may address the board at this time. And hearing none, we'll go down to the business agenda. Item number 1, discussion and/or action regarding approving or rejecting the minutes of the meeting on August 18th, 2025.
Well, I wasn't here, so.
I'll make a motion to we approve the minutes
I'll
of the
second.
meeting.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Thomas. Aye. Mr. Armstrong.
Aye.
Mr. Kathy.
Aye. Item number 2, discussion and/or action regarding accepting and rejecting the superintendent's report. Mr. Harvonic, how are you this evening?
I don't know if y'all had any time to look over what we sent out, but I'll go over it real quick. Of course, we meet with Blake from Element once a month. He came down, it's been about 2 or 3 weeks ago. He made recommendations, generally on the greens and for different type of folder applications or soil applications. Anyhow, those applications he made, and then I showed the actions that we took as far as we sprayed all the recommended products. We did 2 back-to-back algae applications because we were getting algae on the greens really bad. And also there was a fungus on one green, so that took care of that also. And then next week we followed up with a fertilizer. And it was a real heavy dose of fertilizer. It turned the greens a little brown for a day or 2, but they grew back out really fast. And then we also verticut and punched them within a few days of each other. So greens took a heavy hit there for about a week, but they're all looking good again. As we said, we did verticut, and then we put a product down that increases the soil health. Basically, it breaks down soil colloids, which is basically kind of like a cell in there. It breaks it down where you have better water retention, plants can take up nutrients better, and the water actually flows, so it makes the water flow through the soil. It just kind of loosens the soil up. That's a product we'll probably not put down again this year, but start back in the spring. We start getting more rain and we get more growing time.
Okay.
Verticut, we're going to stop. This is our last time to verticut for the year because the greens are getting to where they're not growing as fast, so they're not going to grow back. After we verticut, you'll see the scars still in the greens. Same with the sanding and punching. This was probably the last time we'll sand and punch for the year, what we did a week ago. We did start sanding tees. Tees are looking really bad because they're just getting hammered. I mean, really, really bad. We do have some ideas, like number 3. I'd really like if the board could, if one day we could meet out there, get a golf cart, and go look at all of them. Go look at the greens, the tees, and share some ideas that I have. It's kind of hard to explain without pictures. I think it would be a lot quicker if we just did that, if we could ever get a time one evening it's convenient for everybody.
He
Because
could do
I'd
that
like to
two
move.
at a time, couldn't he?
Could do two at a time?
Okay.
Without having,
Yeah,
either
that
we have
work.
to
Yeah,
call a
we can't
special
do
meeting.
all,
Yeah.
everybody together. I have
Yes,
to
sir.
remember that. But like number 3, T, it takes such a beating, we need to actually move that whole tee box over to, what direction is that, to the north. And you would still, we'd have to cut a tree down, but we could make them wider, longer.
Yeah.
Because right now, there's no time for recovery. They beat them to death, and they can't recover because you're sitting there beating them every week. So that would be a suggestion. It wouldn't take much sand, or much soil, topsoil, or whatever to build. And even if we could do like the whites and maybe the golds or something, because those usually get the most wear out of all of them. But it's something that I'd like to look at. If I can catch some of y'all while they're playing or something, we can go look at it. We did start fertilizing tee boxes, end of last week. And I may overseed them with ryegrass, just so we'll have a better looking tee box and a better playable tee box through the winter. I'm kicking that around. I may have to move where you tee off for a few weeks as we get the growth of the seed, but I think it'll make a better playing
I have a
area.
question, Sean. Does all the tee boxes have irrigation now?
There's, on number 4, you have to move water hoses up and down them. There's like one that has, the blue has irrigation, or then the white, but the rest of them you have to move up and down with water hoses.
Isn't that on the scope of work to,
Yeah, for this winter, we're wanting to go
Bury
ahead
some
and put,
lines?
yeah, run lines down those and a few others, number 8, number 4, and 5.
to where they have a couple of
Where
pop-up
they have heads
heads?
and we can just turn a valve on and let them water all at the same time,
Okay.
so we can move water hoses around.
Okay.
So, and I'll put a deal together. The cost will be very minimal to do that. So, and I think we already have everything, but maybe a few fittings. We still have hose and heads and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it'll be very minimal.
Good.
Or so ago, it's still not running correctly. It stays in a low idle. It won't, when you go to mow, when you drop your reels, it's supposed to idle up and mow. It's not idling up, so it just bogs while it mows. So I'm hoping he can get that fixed for us pretty quick. If he can't, we may have to look at having the John Deere guy come down and do it. But I need to get with Mike and see where he's at on that.
So you're mowing with the old one?
So we're
now?
mowing with the old one and the drag mower.
And the
old-
drag mower.
Yeah, and it does a pretty good job. We're mowing most of the fairways with the drag, mowing around the greens with the old fairway mower, because it articulates around the
Right.
humps and stuff, so.
Okay.
Is it- Did we get that from Stillwater? Is that the one, did we buy that from?
That newer mower?
I'm not sure. Daryl had bought that right at the
Yes.
end.
Yeah, I think that's where we got it.
from.
Do we need to think about taking it up to Stillwater and letting them work on it?
We may have to.
If I recall, and you back, see if this is right. When we became board members, didn't we have to finish paying for that?
No, I think he'd already paid for it. He paid for it with the COVID money.
Okay. But we hadn't received it yet, right?
Yes, it took us forever to get it.
To get it
Yeah.
here. Okay. I wonder if it's still in, of course, it was used, so there's no
Yeah.
warranty, I'm sure.
Well, I
Okay.
don't know.
No, even if it was new, I already looked up and there's no warranty.
No warranty on it, okay.
So that we need the fairway mow. I mean, we can make do for the rest, for
What's-
right now.
yes,
But
good time of year
we
for
have to have it fixed by spring.
Oh,
The
for
fact
sure.
that you have to download a file to make a lawnmower
Yeah.
run,
Yeah, it's just like, it
Pretty
has all the catalytic junk on it, just like a car.
It's a
just
$70,000
ridiculous.
lawnmower.
wow.
We also need to think about having those blades all sharp.
Yeah, I'm gonna call the company in
Left.
Stillwater, and we wanna take both fairway mower blades, the greens mower, and the old Jacobson greens mower. We need to get those blades sharp as well, because that's gonna be our backup greens mower if our greens mower does go
Yes.
down. And it runs great. It's a little cumbersome to use, because it's old, but that's what we're using the Verticut with, and it runs really good.
Good.
What about that fringe mower is,
It's running. We did mow the fringes once with
I
it,
know.
and they're gonna mow them again this week.
oh, are they?
Yeah, and it also needs the reels sharpened on it.
Exactly.
But we're mowing a lot of weeds, like crabgrass and stuff with it around there, so, we need to get that we'll have all that sprayed out this year too, so it'll cut better, make it a better
Right,
fringe.
That thing's on the hills too.
Yeah, it did.
So, might could get those blades sharpened as well.
Yeah, definitely. We moved all the debris and the old, let's see where we're at. No, let me go back up here. Replaced all the sprinkler heads, and all the valves that were bad, here in the past few weeks. So all our sprinklers are working great right now. I dropped down too low. Anyhow, we brush hog behind greens, the number 7 green around the lake, and 5, 7, and 9 fairways up and down by the lake to give a little more room to find your balls, and it just makes it look a little better. I'd like to be able to mow all the way to the lake,
Oh, I wish you
but
could.
it's so wet, we
Yeah.
can't get down in there to mow.
Yeah.
Would you do me a favor, just put a net about 30 yards out into the water and a lever that just throw the ball
Throws the
back
ball
up?
back
Yeah,
towards the
toss it back, 'cause
fairway.
that's about where mine lands out
Yeah,
there.
that's where mine went, that's why I don't play. We did remove the old cart shed. They tore it down. We burnt the old lumber. We did save some lumber to build like a shed to put equipment under. Hopefully we'll get time to do it and get some volunteers this winter maybe to build a shed to put our equipment under, because we don't have any place right now to do that. They did start on the construction last Monday. They set the post, and that's just where they're at right now. I have not talked to the guys that are doing it. I'm not even sure. Fred still I asked Fred if he'd kind of look at, oversee a little bit of that or stay in contact with those guys, and he said he would. But that's the last time they've been there with Fred,
I
right?
think Carl's been talking to him.
Yeah, I think Carl may have
too.
been talking to him as well.
Yeah, it's Nick Watson's
Okay.
company, so.
We did receive a load of the PGA sand a few weeks ago, so that was good. That enabled us to go ahead and sand all our greens last week. And we have been preparing for the upcoming tournaments. We had the tournament last Saturday, and as far as I know, it went off okay. Wasn't a whole lot of people show up, but we did have a turnout for it. Hope everybody enjoyed themselves. We have, I like the gold carts. Mark had asked about golf carts in our last meeting, getting some prices
Yes.
and stuff. And I have an attachment there.
Fleet proposal.
The proposal or the attachment that I have is one from, it's the company out of Noble. I can't remember what other name is on here, but the Clear Creek Golf Cart, it's in Noble. I believe they have bought carts from them before, back years ago. But what he had up there was, of course, the used 2023 Fleet car Tempos, and they have the lead acid batteries in them. Then you can see the pricing below. They're $4,100 each. And he looked at our carts last year, the black ones, which are the worst shape, and he said they were worth $13.50 a piece for trade-in. And then, so that put the price at $27.50 a cart. He also gave us a price on some 2021s with the lithium. They're $47.95. With the trade-in, they're $34.45 each. Now, Robert was in contact with a guy, and I do not know the name of the company. It's in McAllister, and he carries golf carts. He has the same cart, the same Club Cart Tempo, and it's in a 2020 model with lithium, and he'll sell them for $3,000 each. That's no trade-in or anything, but that's getting 5. He has 5. He said if we got all 5 at one time, he would do it for
For
$3,000.
3,000.
We do, but I need to go look at those. I have no idea what shape they're in. He said that when they get them in, they redo them. There's nothing wrong with them. So
Did
other
they-
than changing the batteries, he said the batteries are the same batteries.
Do you know if they're lithium batteries?
They are lithium,
They are lithium.
And what year were they?
2020s.
2020?
Yeah. And there's also, like on the first ones that had the lead acid batteries, if we wanted those and, to replace, put brand new batteries in it, of course, that would raise the price, and that'd be $3,600 a piece, $3,645.
Back, did you say 3,000 a piece for
Yes,
the ones?
3,000
Okay.
a piece with lithium batteries, and they're 2020 cars.
Okay.
And if y'all are, if you're interested, or wanna think about it, or just let me know, because I would like to go look at them before, you know,
Yeah.
if that was what we were leaning towards before we actually made a decision, y'all made a decision. Because that's a big difference in price.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and they're only three years older than the first quote there.
Right.
And they've got the lithium battery.
And they got the lithium battery.
That's a,
And I'm not sure
Price
what
of
type
the
of, or
car.
brand of lithium battery, because, you know, I've run into, you know, some lithium batteries just last longer than others, depending on the quality and stuff, so.
Have we had any of our lithium batteries give us any trouble?
We have one cart, and I don't know how old this lithium battery, it may be, we may have had it in there a year, so we're having a little trouble with one cart.
And you're sure it's the battery, not the charger?
That I don't know about.
Okay.
I know they've had some trouble with a few chargers, they've had to return them.
Robert's told me that.
Probably 2 or 3 they've had to return, just the charger. And, but Robert deals with the carts more so, and he keeps me updated somewhat on them, but,
Yeah, I would think we'd want to look at those ones in
yeah.
McAllister,
Well, I'll see if I can't run up there this week.
so we can make a better
Keep an eye on 'em,
decision.
Maybe take a few pictures or something.
Okay.
Yeah, drive
I'll
them,
look at them.
drive them around.
The next item, some of these are course needs, they're really just a redundant, see from what we talked about last meeting as far as, Mark had talked about some, tires and wheel combos. I just went on Amazon, got pricing, just kind of where y'all can see what we're gonna spend. I've kind of limited myself, just, I'll spend about $400 or $500, but over that, I'd like y'all to know what I'm spending, because we can $400 or $500 ourselves to death. So,
that's true.
I know the clubhouse, you know, they spend more money, but, I mean, that's retail, so they're making that money back. This
Yeah.
stuff is, I mean, we're spending because it's neat, we're not gonna get money back on it. So, you have the combos, tire wheel combos there, you see there's $626 for a packet of 4, so that gives us, enough, tire wheels to get through for another probably year.
We just need 4?
Well, there's 4, so it'll be
3
16
sets.
altogether.
Okay.
4 sets.
Yeah, it'll be 4
Gotcha,
sets of
gotcha.
4, so it'll give us 16.
You have 3 sets on here, are you doing 4?
Excuse me?
You have 3 sets.
Oh,
on
I'm
here,
sorry,
you doing
3 sets.
4? Okay.
That stack of wheels and tires, the old ones that are stacked up outside,
They need to be taken away, but I don't know where I'll
is
take
it
them to.
cheaper to buy the wheels and
Yeah,
tire
you can buy,
combos?
yeah, you can buy the wheels and tires cheaper than you can buy just the tire and have
And
it
have it
mounted on the
mounted?
wheels.
That was where I was
Yeah.
going.
I checked into that.
So those are just scrap.
Yeah, they're scrap, but I don't know where we're gonna scrap them at.
And I don't know that what we'd have to do to scrap them legally through the
Well,
process.
I mean, you'd almost have to break the tire down off the rim and sell the wheel for scrap metal and
Right.
take the tire and pay to have them disposed at a tire shop.
But is there any
Right.
policy, can we just haul them to the scrap yard, or do we have to follow?
I don't
Some
know
kind of
that
guideline?
we'd have to check with Danny, I don't know that we can take tires at our
Y'all's
Transfer station.
side deal.
Yeah.
I know you can't, well, we have never been able to take tires to the transfer station, like when we do a loader deal or whatever.
Right.
We have to pay per tire a fee,
Yeah,
and the fee is kinda outrageous for.
but it's at a
what-
tire shop, right, where you have to take.
Well, we've taken it, you can take them to Antlers
Okay,
and take them there, but they charge per tire, and it's a different size, it may be $10 a tire, $15 a tire.
Dang,
Yeah, it's crazy.
disposal fee?
Yeah, disposal fee. It's a hazardous
Yeah, I know.
waste deal.
I know,
so.
that's where we're at.
So anyhow, yeah, there's quite a bit of junk laying up there that we're gonna dispose of. Just gotta figure out where to get rid of it.
And Sean, we're trying to, this golf cart wheels and tire things, we're trying to get this taken care of before spring.
Yeah, by spring.
By
I mean, this
spring.
isn't something that
So
we
we
have
still
to
got a
do
little
right
time.
now. I just wanted to throw the number out
Sure,
there, so y'all
sure.
will know that what we do need to purchase. One thing, our next thing on the list is the top dresser. Now, we could wait till spring, but if we could get it as soon as possible, would be best, because we still can sand and lightly dust our tees, our greens and things like that before winter. We won't do a heavy, sanding like we have.
Have you actually put hands on or
I've
physically
not
seen
put-
one of
I've-
these?
There's not one in our area right now to put hands on, but I did talk to,
But this is it.
that's it, right there. I did talk to, the guy from Helena, I asked him if other golf courses use those. He said a few smaller courses like us that have the same size greens do use those. He said that all of his, commercial lawn care guys, they all use those. He said with our greens being the size they are, you know, average about 2,600 square feet, he said that's the perfect size, and it would work great for us.
And it even gives you, 8 yards per hour.
Yeah, you can put up to a 1/4 inch of sand in one pass.
Yeah.
It'll throw up to 14 foot wide. And right now,
Even wet sand, like we have
yes.
a problem
yeah,
with
it's
wet
a-
sand?
It's a conveyor belt that conveyors it, and then it goes out through a spinner that throws it. And then you can control your sand with another gate that's on the front of it.
So the wet sand won't matter?
Wet sand will not matter.
Okay. Okay. And, I don't know if they've got
So
any.
we got a total, it's $7,754 for the machine itself, and then there's $220 shipping. It gets shipped to their dealer in Ardmore, and that's where we would pick it up, is in Ardmore.
Did you ask any about the warranty or any kind of,
It's a, I pulled it up on another deal. There is a warranty on it. It was a couple-year warranty. It does have a Honda motor on it. And I talked to the retailer or the rep, and, he said, and he told me, he said, because I asked him about parts and like if something broke down, he said nearly all the parts except maybe your conveyor belt or the hopper itself, you can buy at your local, but you know, it says just nuts, bolts.
Chains,
things like that,
sprockets
chain guy, you can buy
Yeah.
them generally locally at your local hardware store.
Okay.
so. And your motor, you can have that worked on. And I asked him, and I told him what we're using it for, and he said, I mean, with doing nothing to it, he said, you ought to get 8 or 10 years out of this without ever touching it, as long as you're changing oil and.
I would think
you know,
so, yeah.
Keeping it covered, so.
nothing to rust out? It's poly hopper.
It's all stainless, aluminum, and plastic,
Right.
poly hopper on it. So,
You've been busy doing a lot of research.
oh, yeah.
The reupholster, at $100, who was gonna do that?
That was OCI.
OCI.
Up at Stringtown.
Yeah,
Santa
I was
Cruz.
trying to remember who.
Yeah, we could take 2 sets, top and bottom, and they could do 2 sets a week. And then we can do a few, and then wait a month or 2 and do a few more, or however we wanna do that. But we do have 14 carts that need this each reupholstery. Some of them aren't too bad, but they're gonna get bad. Some of them are really shabby. Like I said, that's something we can just do a little bit at a time.
Yeah, I like the fact that you got this ready for the fall, winter. We can start getting things ready for spring.
Right. Yeah, it'd be nice to start spring fresh.
Yeah, yeah, and servicing all the equipment through the
Right.
winter.
Yeah, and I started making, I got a whiteboard the other day and started making a list of all of our equipment, because I'm pulling filters off, they're 3 years old.
Yeah, never been changed.
And,
Yeah,
so I've got a whiteboard, getting all the equipment listed out, we're changing fluids, the model number of every filter, that way if I'm not there, if somebody says we need filters, they know exactly what to
Good.
get, what brand to get and everything, so. And how much oil and transmission fluid or hydraulic fluid and all that goes in all the.
Yeah.
Kind of important if you want your equipment to last.
Yeah, well, and that kind of comes down to like the fairway mower. I believe that's, part of it was just not maintenance correctly over the last 3 years, whatever. It's kind of what happened, yeah. I'm not saying that's the whole deal, but, you know, it didn't help. And then little things like the water hoses, we still need a couple of those water hoses. They're $270 a piece, and that's just through Amazon. And that's really a real need, is those water hoses.
yes, I would say get them, if I had.
Well, we have an item on the agenda.
Okay, okay, good.
We're good.
The other thing we mentioned was rakes for the bunkers.
Yeah, I looked those up. they're $34 a piece. They're a little heavier duty than what we have out there now.
Yeah.
Uh,
At Wyrex or where?
I have to order them
Okay.
it's kind of a golf site that I found them on, and I didn't think, they're $34, $35 a piece, something like that. And we need four of them.
Yeah, oh yeah, we definitely need those.
So.
That's like having a shovel.
Yeah.
You need a shovel there on the
We've been working on the
premises.
bunkers. They're a lot cleaner than they have been.
They are.
We try to keep them.
They were playable
I added some
Saturday.
sand on them, sand to them last week.
And the sand
Trying
was
to keep
pretty
them raked
good.
out, so.
Yeah,
A
sand
little
was
better
pretty
than they
good.
have been.
You bet.
That's everything I have as far as my report for the month. Well, I will add one more thing. We talked to, we're needing topsoil. We talked to Kevin out there, we're at his metal sheet, where he has all the topsoil piled up
Yes,
at his
yes.
shop. He said he would sell us, he was selling for $100 a load. He said he would sell it to the course for $50 a load.
10-wheeler load.
Yeah, and I talked to Carl.
Is something there to load it with?
No, we'll have to load it ourselves.
Okay,
And, which that's really, we can take a tractor and set it out there and.
Right.
I mean, we can make it work. Or we'll hijack Carl's.
skid steer,
Skid steer and load it or something.
right.
But,
And then just
Yeah,
pay a driver dump truck driver to bring us,
we could do that. I don't know if anybody has a dump truck that would
Fred's got one.
let us use or
I don't know
borrow
if
or
it's street legal or not.
something.
Fred?
No, Carl has one, but it's not a 10-wheel.
I don't know how big Fred's is.
I didn't know Fred had one.
He and Wes.
But I'm gonna research that a little more, because I'd like to stockpile is a lot of dirt or soil for, like stockpiling on the edge of number 1 and maybe over towards 8. And then this spring, we come back and we can get number 1 in better shape and then buy a few pallets of sod and sod those areas. We don't have to sod them completely, but sod them, that's the only way we're gonna keep that.
And rope them
washing
off
back
until the
out.
sod takes, yeah, halfway up the hill on one
Yeah.
is never,
They've tried to put some dirt in there before, but it rains in the springtime and it's all washes.
Yes.
So we're gonna have to put sod down.
Yeah, it all
Sod,
winds up
maybe
at the
hay.
bottom of the hill.
Hmm.
All winds up at the bottom of the hill where you
Yeah,
don't need it.
yeah, we're building the bottom of the hill up.
yeah, yep, I
So,
like it.
Thank you. All right,
that's all I have.
thank you, Sean, appreciate it very much. This time, do I hear a motion to accept the report?
I'll make it.
I'll second.
Motion is second, roll call, please.
Mr. Armstrong,
Aye.
Ms. Thomas,
Aye.
Mr. Kathy,
Aye. Item number 3, discussion and/or action on approving or rejecting the payment of purchase orders for the Oklahoma Municipal Golf Authority for the month of August 2025. Any questions on those?
The toilet company.
That porta potty?
Yes, I'm not so sure we don't need to contact.
I think we need to get rid of the porta potty.
Well, they're not
It's
servicing it.
It's not being used, they're not cleaning it correctly.
It's a waste
and
of money.
Especially from now to spring, I mean, very few people use it.
Yeah.
And it's not that far to run back to the clubhouse. If you use the restroom. If it was a little different facility, I think people might use it. but
Yeah.
that's-
I agree.
That's a suggestion. I think it was $100 a month.
Mhm.
Yes,
That'd be,
have it picked up.
that would upholster a
A
Golf
golf cart, yes.
So is that something that we can vote on tonight, or is that gonna have to be on
I don't think you'd have to vote on it, just do it.
Just do it, yeah, that doesn't take a vote.
Cancel it.
Any other questions or comments about the POs?
The chemicals, do you have a stockpile of those, or you just order as needed?
Well, we were ordering as needed, and then, we do have enough now stocked up, where like if he wants me to spray again this next month, we will have plenty of chemicals, so we shouldn't be purchasing any chemicals. I know this next month for sure. And he usually tries to order what we need. We did have a bigger order this last month, because I told him we were gonna have the tournaments, and I wanted to make sure they look better, so he gave us extra fertilizer. We did a little more to the greens than what we would normally do to them.
They look really good.
So, and they were getting algae on real bad, so we did have to do the 2
Yeah.
applications of algae.
I see the Barbara Culbreath Cleaning Clubhouse, is that a monthly?
It's a monthly
fee.
Yeah,
We're
it's a
gonna pay her
$200
$150. And she's doing it once a week, probably.
Yeah, she's doing it once a week. She
Oh,
usually
yeah.
does it on
She
Mondays.
does it all the time.
Absolutely, I'm all for it. I just noticed that something new, so.
Yeah, it's something that they just
She's
changed.
doing a
I
great
believe, this
job.
past month.
Loan interest from First Bank. Do you know, does anybody know if we repaid that credit line that we dipped into?
Should have.
I think that's what that
That
is.
wasn't all loan interest either. I was looking, it was, the only interest was $344.77, the rest went to principal,
Yeah.
so. I don't know how
Should've-
much you borrowed, but
That
be-
should have basically took it back
I
down.
think it did.
Should've took it down to
Like
almost zero.
Like a dollar, you know what I
Yeah, which,
mean? Just keeps the line active.
so keep a few dollars on it to
Yeah, you
keep it.
don't ever zero one,
Yeah,
because it closes.
okay.
So you leave a tiny balance on it, keeps it active, and you just renew once a year as needed, so.
I'll make a motion, we approve the expenses.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second, roll call please.
Ms. Thomas,
Aye.
Mr. Armstrong.
Aye.
Mr. Kathy,
Item number 4, discussion and/or action on approving or rejecting the following purchases: golf cart tire wheel combos, rear upholstering 14 carts, top dresser ECO 250, and 1-inch water hoses.
Really, probably the only thing that needs approval would be that top dresser. The other thing's well within Danny's purchasing authority,
Okay.
but I put them all on there so you guys could discuss them.
And I've spoke with him last week about like maximum spending and what, you know, I need to talk to him about and stuff.
Sure.
So, and that's pretty much what he's told me.
Okay.
Top dresser would be the main thing that needed to be approved on.
So, I know we went over this pretty much in length under the superintendent's report, what he's been looking up and pricing. So, I guess the question is, do we, on the top dresser, do you do that now, or do you wait till closer to spring? What was your recommendation? I'm sorry.
I would like to get it now if it's feasible.
And we don't know that the price will be the same come spring.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
if our cash balance, I think it looks good, so.
I don't know what the cash is.
Let me show you.
89,000, wasn't it? Didn't I see?
Yeah, but then,
Yeah.
50-something thousand's gonna come out because of that building.
50-something comes out for the building?
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, revenue's gonna, I think, would stay up for the next
Shoot for another month or two.
couple of months, probably. So I don't have any problem approving those items.
I know they've added, I don't know how many members they've added over the last
Well,
little bit.
our bank drafts went up from 6,800 to 7,000, so.
Okay.
If I did this right, the
Yeah.
total of all these is gonna be 10,594. So,
For all the items.
yeah.
Including the wheel cart, the
That's-
tire wheel
That's
combos.
the wheels, that's the reupholstering, that's the top
The,
dresser, and the
We
water
can do,
hose.
and we can do the upholstering a
In
little at a time
increments.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if those aren't any of the carts that we're looking at trading off, then,
No.
yeah, so it needs to be done, so that'll be
Really
your
one thing I
discretion.
would
And
vote on is like the cart, the purchase of the carts that,
Yeah.
is that, we need to look at those.
Right.
Yeah,
The
Okay.
top dresser and carts upholstery.
Okay.
That's what that's for.
This time, do I hear a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Okay, motion and second, roll call please.
Ms. Thomas,
Aye.
Mr. Armstrong.
Aye.
Mr. Kathy,
Aye. Okay, Sean, thank you again for chasing all that down for us and deciphering all that, so. As we move on down, yeah, as we move on down, is there any trustee comments? Hearing none, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and second, roll call please.
Mr. Armstrong.
Aye.
Ms. Thomas.
Aye.
Mr. Kathy.
Aye. We are adjourned for the evening. Thank you all.